transition from the legs to the torso is prefaced by a few of these stretches going into the hip, because we're going from leg to hip here. So you can start out, Julie. Two cameras. So I'm going to do this. Stretch. Bladder meridian, hamstrings.
What are you doing with him?
I'm sorry?
Is you supporting him?
Yes, come over if you can't see. The video may never get released. Okay, just stretch, right? It's all simple. Yes, leaning in with my body weight with exaggerated foot stance, arms extended. So we're going from legs into the transitory position of the sacrum. So we're working this way. That's good, man. You should allow yourself to feel more. But still, sacrum tight. Doesn't feel sacrum tight. Nice little press into the sacrum. You feel that? So this opens up the sacrum and the SI joint in particular, just using the femurs to push right down into the socket. So 90 degrees about, stabilized on the outside, leaning in with extended arm. Nice opening.
And your knees are in.
So where were you pointing?
Your knees are calculated too. Knees pulled through.
This is stomach here. This is gallbladder.
Oh yeah.
But gallbladder is liver's partner. So I'm going to come up and do easy here because we just ate, right? So I'm going to slip my hands underneath. And then my fingers are on either side of the spine, and I'm just curling my fingers like this at first. Right in the laminar groove from the bottom of the ribs to the top of the iliac crest. Just to create a little opening here. So I'm just turning my hands in, just to open those points. The back of my hands are resting on the mat, so it's like this. This is the laminar groove. I'm going to do lift, so cupping, and I'm just going to lean back. Easy stretch. Not lifting, but leaning back. I'm going to do a little rotation. So here's ASIS. Hand goes right over and cups the sacrum. Stretch over. Notice this leg stabilizes. And when you let go, let the momentum in the transition. So we're just moving up into the hips, right? Easy. Come to the right side. And we're just going to work around easy hara. So when they talk about hara, the center of your body and your being, and where all the organs can be palpated through reflex points, they're talking about up from underneath the rib cage, the sides, and right above the pubic bowl here. So here's navel, pubic bone, goes right in between those two and up. So just keep doing some nice breaths. So we're just going to go around in a circle. Let's start here. Just going to go around in a circle. And then up the center. That ensures that you get all these points, which we'll talk about tomorrow. There's a page, matter of fact, turn to your manual right now and find it's a colored page. And it's the area of the abdomen, and it has all these reflex areas in it. So just turn to that if you have your manual. believe it's colored.
Yeah, it is. Hara.
Hara. I could have actually made it all up. Maybe you don't know it. Oh, you do. You don't believe me, though.
It's towards the end, what I saw yesterday.
I don't believe it.
Oh, I found it.
It's in the diagnosis section.
28.
So look at it, and if you don't have it, get next to someone so you can see what I'm talking about, please. Make the effort. Hmm?
Not enough available storage.
Okay, just shut that baby down. We have backup.
Backup.
See how the stomach is divided into all these reflex areas that reflect to the individual organ meridian channel. So we use this quite a bit as forms of diagnosis. You can tell by feeling if the area over the reflex is hard, it's called jitsu, meaning it's too full. And if it's overly soft, it's depleted, and it's called kyo. So you can palpate the area and determine by a simple touch if the energy is either depleted or up too much. And you can work it out. You know, once you got some clear information, you can work it out. So we go around in a circle, straight up the center. Right in through the robot's heart. Here. Actually, there's an indentation here, and this is conception vessel 17. This is the heart chakra point. You can feel it on yourself, please. There's an indentation halfway between the manubrium and the end of the sternum. In the center, there's a little dip. Y'all feel that? Anybody?
You don't have no heart.
No one has?
I found mine.
You're going to have it for everyone. I hope it's really big. I mean, no one else has it?
Here's the first.
It's way down.
It's down.
It's right
Yeah,
there.
it's
I found
far
mine.
from
Okay, cool.
That's
That's all. That's all. Find yours.
I got one.
That's it, right? So we follow it up, and now we're going to do arms. So this is how we do arms. We're just going to start with some compression here. So heel of the hand right inside the humerus, just compressing. So now we're talking about 3 new meridians here, and they start in and around the chest. The heart meridian, which starts in the armpit and comes right between the bicep and the tricep in this little trough here. You feel it on yourself. There's a trough there between the muscles. That's the heart meridian pathway. And it goes right out the little finger, so when you come onto the forearm, it's just a straight line. Wrist crease in between the 4th and 5th finger and right out the side of the nail here. So that's heart meridian. The yin meridians of the arm are very straightforward, shorter and very straightforward, very direct. So heart. The pericardium starts on the side of the torso in the intercostal space. Did you get that on video?
Got it.
Awesome. They like pain in Europe, so that'd be good. A good seller in Europe. They like to see the pain. No one. It comes up, and you can follow the outer contour of the pec major. This muscular contour. It mimics that, so you can go right into it, and it comes over the shoulder. And find this on yourself. It goes right between the bicep heads. So when you're doing a pericardium, it's right between the bicep head. Make the effort, please. Feel it on yourself. When you do it on someone else, you know, I'm following the natural flow of the meridian, so it goes from here to there. It goes right through the center of the forearm. So these very easy, again, 3 lines, right through the wrist crease.
You're going in the direction of one.
Yeah. This way.
This is a yin.
Yeah, the yin, and in Chinese medicine, the position is this. So that's why this is up. right through the center of the palm and right through the middle finger.
That's pericardium?
Yeah, that's right. It's a protective sac around the heart. And the other one, the last one here for yin, is the lung meridian. So feel on your clavicle, please. Feel your clavicle. And then just go right below the clavicle and start going out lateral. And as you go out lateral, you'll feel a dip in the musculature. Feel a dip. So as you're on your way lateral, you feel? Yeah? Yes? Feel? So one finger width below that is the beginning of the lung meridian. And if you press in there, usually there's a little sensitivity. Somebody sneaking up on us.
Rich Nelson.
Oh, sneaky. So that's the beginning of the lung meridian.
So it's not in the tip, it's just below.
It's below it. That is a point, but that's lung 2. The beginning is lung 1, a finger width below it. So when you're working lung meridian, you feel for that dip and then come below it. And then the meridian comes over the shoulder and between the bicep and the tricep on the other side. So right in this trough. What could be easier? It comes here in line with the thumb. It goes out the thumb, so it goes right through here, right through the pad of the thumb, lung 8, and then it ends in the corner here, beginning 9. So it's nice to work the arm. So we're going to do some compressions first. And then we're going to thumb those 3 lines. Heart, pericardium, the middle finger, and lung. Comes around in between this groove here, right in line. Feel? So we'll do that much. But one thing I want, so we're going to start here, come up, compress the arms, do the 3 lines, both sides. Okay. One thing I wanted to add though is this. So when you're doing compressions, do a few mobilizations because this pins and stretches the meridian, right? I want you to see a few of these, as many as you want to use, up to your discretion. And then when you compress the forearm, I want you to try this. Come over and use your knee to kneel. Like pressure? Okay?
And that's hitting all 3 of them, huh?
Yeah, it's a general onslaught onto the meridian, but it also feels lovely compression-wise.
It was heart that went out the pinky, right?
Yes, absolutely. Heart goes out the pinky, pericardium goes out the middle finger, and the lung goes out the thumb. Okay. Okay, thank you.